Hi guys, today is May 14th. My original plans for my future videos was all about, I'm going to get to, original content, and I'm going to, take suggestions about what to possibly cover in, these 10-minute segments that I often present. Some of them, come on a regular basis. Some of them come, weeks or even possibly months afterward. But I have to make this video because whenever something significant happens, I try to make it a point to let you know what's going on, especially considering the magnitude of what has recently happened in my life. Years ago I didn't have the ability to do this. Back in the early 2000s, I was pretty much computer literate in terms of uploading videos and doing things like that. So here in 2010, it's really quite wonderful to be able to log all of my events on video and store them on a website, and it's just incredible. I have never been one to keep a journal or a diary of events. I guess because I don't really like to write very much or type. So I obviously don't take that course in how I record what happens. So YouTube has really been a great blessing to me. Anyway, as you can see by the title, I did in fact recently experience the loss of a family member, who's my father's uncle. So he would be my great uncle, and that was this past Tuesday, May 11th. And what was very significant about this was, he was the last of my father's older relatives. The first loss was his grandmother, back in, I think it was 1989. Then he lost his aunt in 1999, I believe. Then his father about 4 years later, and then his mom a year later, and finally his uncle this past Tuesday. And it's really sad the more I think about it, because my father was really close to his uncle, and they spent a lot of time together. Especially when my father was a boy. They spent a lot of time going places together as a family, along with his parents, and they were just very close. And as you can probably imagine, it's quite hard to fit what I want to say within the allotted time I have. But this past Monday, for the regular group meeting that I go to, the topic of death was actually talked about. And one of the members was discussing how he's losing a friend from cancer, and how he's lost people that have been close to him in the past. And I brought up how I'm still really struggling dealing with the death of my grandfather, even to this day, because of the circumstances behind it and everything. And so after Monday, it was just like I just couldn't have imagined that the very next day something like this could happen. That I had just seen my great uncle week before, and he was perfectly fine, and there was no sign of him being in any trouble in regards to his health. And just without giving away too many details, my older brother had gone to visit him, and he was unable to get let in by my great uncle. The doorbell was ringing and everything, phone call, nothing. And then finally, the fire department had to come, and they found him there. Yeah, he was in his chair, and it was just a total. When I heard about it, I was just in total disbelief. Just totally shocked. And so I'm really going to miss him. Over the years I gained a lot of knowledge from him. He was very knowledgeable in history, and he helped me with Russian when I was studying it for a few years. And so he will be missed for sure. And the funeral will be this coming Monday, and hopefully when the dust settles, I'll be back to making videos regularly like I had been. But for now, I'll be away again for a while until something pertinent comes up.